Church of the Advent. I am Miss Sally, and today with Miss Kim, we will talk about the story, the fourth Sunday after Easter. Knowing Jesus in a new way, and knowing Jesus in the morning. On the first Sunday after Easter, we did the story of knowing Jesus. In absence, it was Jesus is risen, the appearance to Mary Magdalene. On the second Sunday after Easter, we did the story of knowing Jesus, known in the breaking of the bread. This was the story of the road to Emmaus. On the third Sunday after Easter, we did the story of knowing Jesus in a new way, known in doubt. This was the story of Thomas. And today, we're doing the story of knowing Jesus in a new way, known in the morning.
On the fourth Sunday in the season of Easter, we remember how the disciples went north to Galilee as Jesus told them. It was a long journey, some 80 miles. It took about 4 days to walk. Many of the disciples were fishermen, so they went to the Sea of Galilee to rest. This was a place they knew as boys. They had fished there with their fathers. Suddenly Peter stood up and said, "I'm going fishing." The rest went with him to prepare the boat. Soon they pushed out into the lake and the sail filled with wind. They fished all night, but caught nothing. Still, the sounds and smells of the lake comforted them. They were home. In the morning, the sky turned pink and then blue. They could make out on the shore, and someone was standing by a fire. They could see the smoke and red glow from the charcoal burning. "Have you caught anything?" All they could say was no. "Throw your nets in on the other side." What could they lose? They pulled in the empty nets and threw them out on the other side of the boat. They could feel the fish moving as they held the ropes. John was not paying attention to fish. He leaned forward and watched the man moving on the shore. He said to Peter, "It is the Lord." Peter stood up. He jumped. He swam. He felt the sand under his feet and waded ashore. The others turned the boat toward land. The nets were so full they could not pull them in, so they dragged them behind the boat. As they walked toward the fire, the stranger called out, "Bring some fish!" When they gathered around the fire, the stranger was no stranger. They all knew it was Jesus, but they were afraid to say anything. "Have some breakfast." There were fish cooking on the fire. He gave them fish and bread. They talked as they ate. The fish and bread also tasted of home. Then Jesus asked Peter, "Do you love me?" "Yes, of course," said Peter. "Feed my lambs." "Do you love me?" Jesus asked again. "Yes," said Peter. "Tend my sheep." "Do you love me?" asked Jesus. Peter said, "You already know I do." And Jesus said, "Feed my sheep." Now I wonder what part of this story you liked best. What part of this story is most important. I wonder what part of this story is about you. I wonder if there are any parts we could leave out and still have all the story we need. Now it is time to get out your work, get out some paper and art supplies, and make something about this story. Thanks for coming. See you next time.